Hi, I'm Brandon LaBeouf, owner of the St. Bernard Indoor Shooting Center, our new outdoor range NOLATAC Training Center on the West Bank in Avondale on the grounds of the NOLA Motorsports Park, as well as NOLATAC Training, where we do most of our law enforcement, military, and more tactically defensive-oriented training. What I want to talk to you about today is the role of your local gun store, okay, or your smaller gun stores. In contrast to something like Walmart or Academy or Cabela's or Bass Pro or something like that, or of course online. What role does that play in our community, and what can you do to help them? Okay, I own a gun store. I also own a gun store that is connected to a shooting range, so it's one business. We're an indoor range and gun store. I purchased the building in 2010. Prior to going to Afghanistan on a contract. It had been arranged for 26 years prior to Hurricane Katrina. I was busy for the next couple of years. Finally, around 2012, I said, I guess I better do something with this. Started working on it, getting it ready, and then we opened March of 2014. I've been to gun stores and ranges literally across the country, across the world. In fact, probably a couple hundred. Once I bought this place, I really started making an effort to stop every place I went. I tried to find any indoor range or gun store just to see what merchandise were they carrying, what was their layout like, any things I liked or didn't like. I have a huge collection of photographs that I took and ideas, and scoured the internet, did a lot of research before starting my business. And that was very helpful and beneficial to me. It's not rocket science. I basically took the stuff I like, and of course I've been involved in shooting for about 20 years, so I've had my own personal experiences at ranges. So I took the stuff I liked and implemented it, and then took the stuff I didn't like and made sure we didn't do it. And that's a whole nother video about how to run a range. But what I want you to consider is this: as a business owner that sells guns, I can't compete with Academy. I can't. It's simple business. They buy quantity. They just have a different business structure than I do. Most local gun stores cannot compete with your online retailers or your big box retailers, okay? And depending on the individual, there's people that are buying guns and literally making like $10 a piece on them, but selling higher quantity out of their house. So they have no real overhead. What I would actually consider is this. Now, again, your local gun store might be a shitty place, okay? It may be a poorly run business and you don't particularly like it. Well, then I'm sorry, that this video doesn't apply to you. I think, based on my experiences and the feedback that I've gotten from literally thousands of customers thus far, we have a pretty good shop here, both in its physical appearance and cleanliness and lighting and air quality, as well as our inventory and, of course, our staff and how attentive and friendly and safe and all that stuff they are. So I take that stuff to heart. I take it very seriously, and I'm constantly monitoring it. You're not going to get that at Academy. An Academy is an Academy is an Academy, a Walmart, a Cabela's, a Bass Pro. Also, particularly guys in my situation that have a gun store and a range, what I tell people, when we do a lot of transfers, people that buy guns online, get them transferred to us, even then, that's an opportunity where a lot of gun stores kind of stick it to people as a way to say you should have bought your gun from us. In this particular area, a transfer is anywhere generally from about $25 to $50. Ours are $20, $10 for members, okay? But I use that opportunity and say, hey man, what you pay, because I see the invoice when the gun comes. Some guns I can't compete with. I couldn't compete with them. I said, man, you got a good deal, good job, man, and send them on their way. But when I get the first time someone does a transfer, what is I ask them, like, hey man, just out of curiosity, why you didn't come by us and see if maybe we could do it? He's like, well, because when you look at 90% of the transfers we get, by the time you pay even a $20 transfer fee, ours is the cheapest anywhere around here. But when you pay a $20 transfer fee, where most of them are 30 or 40, shipping, which you may or may not have to pay, your gas, to come here and all the stuff to deal with it, the price you ultimately pay versus the price you would have paid if you had walked in our store and bought it here is typically within about $15 or $20 of each other. Now, hey, $15 or $20 is $15 or $20. But when you give me that $15 or $20 extra, what are you actually getting? Well, first off, you're getting face-to-face interaction with someone. Now, again, all gun stores and all businesses are different, but we have a very good crew here. They're not the most knowledgeable crew in the world, and that's how I like it, right? They're a group of individuals that if they know what your question is, they'll answer, and if they don't, you may not have heard this before, but they'll say, I don't know. They won't try to BS you with something just to get you to buy something. That's very important to me. That's a fireable offense as far as I'm concerned. But more importantly, every time you come to a place like mine that has a range attached to it, not only are you supporting a small local business, but you're ensuring that you have a place to shoot. Because if I shut my business down, the range shuts down with it. Okay? So you can go buy all the guns you want, but depending on where you live, you may have limited places to shoot. And as we know, they're constantly between EPA and local ordinances and everything else, they're finding reasons to shut ranges down. So anytime you could support a range, please do so. Okay? And it may be, going in there. And I can tell you, we've had customers that have come in. I know we go above and beyond, oftentimes at our own expense, to make a customer happy on something they've done. You're not going to get that from an online retailer or a gun broker buy or academy or something like that. We work on people's guns. We do everything we can to make them happy and, most importantly, educated. All right. There's times we've had people come in that I refuse to sell them a gun till I could take them on the range and show them something, because I just wasn't comfortable with the way they were asking questions. And afterwards, they were like, "Man, you could have just sold me that gun and I've been out of here." So you're getting a different type of service when you deal with a local gun store. Now, again, if your local gun store is crap and they're rude or condescending or they BS you, well, that's a different animal. But if you do have a good local gun store and you have that opportunity to buy that gun online and save yourself 15, 20, 30, 40 bucks, I would ask that you reconsider that and think that 15, 20, 30, 40 bucks is going to help secure that you have a local place. Because again, if that gun store closes down, now where are you going to get this great deal online shipped to and transfer? So just keep those things in mind when you're shopping. Do what you can to help local small businesses, and try to create an incentive for these businesses to be better. For all of those that have come to the St. Bernard Indoor Shooting Center, we absolutely thank you for your business. It's been a hell of a 2 years thus far, and we're looking forward to the future. As always, be vigilant, be prepared. Y'all stay safe.